in Rome. A boy was born in 480 AD, named Boethius. He was a patrician. When Boethius was older, he studied Greek, a rare skill at this time in Rome. He then became consul, and later Magister Officiorum, the head of all government and court services. In 520, Boethius was working to repair the relationship between the Church in Rome and the Church in Constantinople. He lost the favor of King Theodoric around that time. In 523, he fell from power and was falsely accused of treason. He awaited execution in 524. While in prison, Boethius composed De Constitutione Philosophiae. This text reflects on how evil can exist in a world created by God, and how happiness can be found amidst fickle fortune. It is written as a conversation between Boethius and Lady Philosophy. Fortune emerges as a major theme in their conversation. Lady Philosophy counsels Boethius by discussing the transitory nature of fame and wealth, and the ultimate superiority of the mind, the one true good. Boethius in the text maintains that humans are essentially good and must not give in to wickedness. To write this piece, Boethius relied solely on natural philosophy and ancient Greek tradition, making no mention of God. He believed in the correspondence between faith and reason. This work greatly influenced medieval and Renaissance Christians, serving as a bridge between classical thought and medieval and Renaissance religious practice. Boethius was the last learned person not affiliated with the Church to publish such an influential work at this time. The manuscript. From the 15th century, handwritten on vellum, animal skin. This manuscript is a codex book. Codex books are the books made from vellum or parchment prior to the invention of printing in Europe. The binding came from England, but the origin of the manuscript itself is unknown. The ink used had a carbon powder base, and liquid came from walnuts. Other manuscripts from this time period often were written in ink that came from oak trees. Gold leaf was used on the first side of the page and on the side decorations. This text has paragraphs and spaces between words, demonstrating that it comes from a late stage of Latin. The writing is in the Caroline minuscule script, the script that would later influence the humanistic script. The Caroline script is defined by its elegance and legibility, first used during the lifetime of Charlemagne. By the 12th century, it had spread from Frankish lands to the rest of Europe. Gothic script evolved from the Caroline minuscule script. Boethius probably intended for the educated upper class to read this manuscript due to its classical references. Since Boethius does not specify his religious beliefs, he did not necessarily intend for this text to become a favorite of Christians. Venit enim properata malis in opina senectus et dolor etatem iuset inesse suam. For the age comes with evil, the unexpected having been hastened, and anguish has commanded for age to be within. This means that the unexpected happens and can bring anguish. Boethius is probably referring to his imprisonment. The fact that Boethius lost his life at the king's whim parallels how Ponticianus' confessions chose not to further his service to the emperor out of fear of execution.